It was supposed to be a simple day. Anna woke up that morning feeling tired, but determined to make herself happy. Life had been stressful lately, work, bills, expectations, it all felt heavy. So she made a quiet promise to herself.
Today, I will do something nice for me.
Today, I will do something nice for me.
Today, I will do something nice for
That
me.
promise led her to a small, cozy restaurant in River Avenue called Sip's Hut. It wasn't fancy, but it felt warm. Familiar. Safe. She ordered her favorite meal, sat in a corner, and for the first time in days, she relaxed. The food came. She smiled.
This is exactly what I
This is
needed.
exactly what I needed. Halfway through her meal, something shifted, but she didn't notice. She laughed at a message on her phone, took another bite, and kept eating, completely unaware that her body had quietly betrayed her. Her period had started. Unexpected. Unannounced. And she had nothing with her. No pad. No backup. Nothing. But Anna didn't know yet. After finishing her food, she leaned back, satisfied. Then she thought, why not make today even better? Ice cream,
I should go
she
get
whispered with a
ice
small
cream.
grin. She stood up, adjusted her dress, picked up her bag, and began walking toward the ice cream stand just outside the restaurant. That was when she noticed
Perfect day
it.
for ice cream.
The stairs.
Can't wait to get some.
At first, she ignored
Perfect
them.
day for ice cream.
Maybe it
Can't
was
wait
her
to get
outfit.
some.
Maybe she was overthinking. But the looks followed her. Some were curious. Some were awkward. Some were uncomfortable. Her heart began to beat faster. Why is everyone staring at me? She kept walking, trying to stay composed. But deep down, something didn't feel right. She reached the ice cream stand. And then, "Excuse me." The voice was calm. Gentle. She turned. A man stood there. Simple. Neat. Quiet confidence in his eyes. His name was Daniel. He didn't stare at her like the others. He didn't laugh. He didn't hesitate. He stepped a little closer, lowered his voice, and said softly, "Your backside is stained."
Excuse me,
For
your
a second,
backside is
the
stained.
word stopped. Anna felt her chest tighten. Her throat went dry. "No," she whispered under her breath. Her mind raced. Not here, not today, not like this. She wanted to disappear. She wanted the ground to open and swallow her whole. But before panic could take over, Daniel gently removed his jacket. "Please," he said, holding it out to her, "use this." No judgment.
Here, take my
No
jacket.
pity.
Oh,
Just
thank you.
kindness.
Looks
Anna's
good.
hands trembled as she took the jacket. "Thank you," she said, barely audible. He turned slightly away to give her privacy as she wrapped it around her waist. That small act meant everything. In a moment where the world felt cruel, he chose to be kind. "Are you okay?" he asked softly. She nodded, still overwhelmed. I didn't know." "It's okay," he replied. "It happens. Not embarrassing. Not disgusting. Just human." That alone made her eyes sting with tears. "I can order you an Uber," he continued. "So you can get home safely." Anna shook her head slightly. "I'll pay for it." "It's fine," he said calmly. "Don't worry about that right now." She looked at him properly for the first time. Kind eyes. Steady voice. No trace of mockery. Just respect. "Thank you," she said again, this time stronger. They stood there for a moment. The noise of the world slowly returning around them.
I'll
"I'll
return
return
your
your
jacket.
jacket,"
Just
she added
tell me
quickly.
how.
Don't worry about
"Just
it.
tell me how." Daniel smiled. A soft, simple smile. "Don't worry about it." But Anna wasn't going to let that moment end like that. "Please," she said, "at least give me your number." He hesitated for a second, then nodded. They exchanged numbers. And just like that, Two strangers walked into each other's lives. The first text came later that evening. Hi, this is Anna. Thank you again for today. A few seconds passed. Then his reply. Hi, Anna. I'm glad you got home safe. That was how it started. Not with butterflies. Not with grand gestures. But with kindness. Days turned into weeks. Messages became calls. Calls became laughter. Laughter became connection. Daniel learned that Anna loved small joys, good food, quiet moments, and honest people. Anna learned that Daniel believed in doing good without expecting anything back. They met again. And again. And again. Each time, it felt easier. Lighter. Like something was quietly falling into place. One evening, Daniel said, "Let's go somewhere special." Anna smiled. "Where?" He looked at her, amused. "You'll see." When they arrived, she froze. "Book a hut," she said, surprised. "Yes," he replied. She laughed. "You're joking." "No," he said. "I thought, why not start where everything began?" She looked around. The same tables. The same air. The same place where she once wished to disappear. Now, it felt different. Now, it felt like home. They sat down. Ordered food. And for the first time, they talked about that day. "I was so embarrassed," Anna admitted. "I know," Daniel said gently. "But you didn't make it worse," she added. "You made it better." He shrugged slightly. "It was the right thing to do." She shook her head. "No. It was a kind thing to do. Not everyone would have done that." He looked at her quietly. "Well, I'm glad I did." Their eyes met. And in that moment, something deeper formed. Months passed. Love grew. Not loud. Not rushed. But steady. Real. The kind of love built on respect and understanding. 1 year later, Daniel stood in front of Anna, holding a small box. His voice was calm, but his hands slightly nervous. "Anna, the day I met you, I didn't know my life would change." She smiled, already emotional. "But I'm grateful it did." He took a breath. "Will you marry me?" Tears filled her eyes instantly. "Yes," she whispered. "Yes." Today. They are husband and wife. And funny enough, Booker Hut is still their favorite place. They sit there sometimes, laughing over food, remembering the day everything began. The day love didn't arrive with fireworks, but with a simple sentence. "Your backside is stained, please take my jacket." Because sometimes, love doesn't start with butterflies. Sometimes, it starts with kindness in your most vulnerable moment.
Wait, don't scroll past. Like, comment your thoughts, and follow for more real life stories like this.